Alright guys, today I'm going to do another gas blowback magazine maintenance kind of guide. This one is going to be for the KWA LM4. There you go, the trademark thing for their magazines. So what happened with this one is, this is one of like a brand new magazine. I bought it, and this is my third one, and this is 1 out of 3 now has the leak. So far they say it's really easy to go ahead and fix it, and I mean, I've got all the tools here. I'm going to be following the guide they have on the KWA forums, so this is exactly how they recommend doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and start. You need the 2mm Allen wrench, or the hex wrench, whatever you want to call it, and you'll need the valve key. I really hope this is long enough. It looks about long enough, so should work. Yeah, that's definitely long enough. Alright. So let's see. Step number 1. Remove 2 screws on top of the mag. So we'll go ahead and start doing that. Move the front one first. Alright, just want to break it loose. There you go. Now, I'm going to try and hold the top down so there's no surprises. Okay. The front one is a short one. And the back one is a long screw. You can see right there. Alright. Next, we're going to have to remove the top feed lip now. We have to watch out for this guy, which is the what part's that? The bolt catch. When the BBs are out, that thing will be up at the top position, which will engage the bolt catch. So let's be very careful. Okay, the spring's gonna start coming forward, and you can slowly. Okay. I don't think anything else is going to shoot forward. So you want to pull the spring out. There's the spring. And here is the follower. I mean, there's absolutely no wear on this. I have not even fired around through it because it can't hold gas. So I'll put this back up top here. And we will leave this back here. Now this is what causes the bolt catch to be engaged. When the BBs are out, that follower will hit this thing, engaging the this rear arm here. It's similar to a WEG-36, and I'm sure most other mags work like this too for gas blowback rifles. So it would come up, and boom, right there, would engage the bolt catch, and the bolt would lock back. So just carefully take these off. I mean, there's nothing to them. They are looks like a polymer plastic. Doesn't really matter the order. I mean, probably could put the back one on first and then the front one on last. Alright, nothing else on the magazine here. Oop, careful about that. So now, you just slide this little plug, I don't know what you want to call it. It's very light, so I'm assuming it's aluminum. Like it's about the weight of like a nickel. Alright, and you can see in there, you've got the valve. Dun dun dun. So that's what everybody's complaining about. It's that valve in there. Gonna go ahead, just do a dry clean first. Hold on. Alright. Oh, you know what? Something to note. This, the rear screw, it actually is drilled into the bottom there. You can't really see it. But there's a hole down there, right there, that this actually goes into like that. So it actually goes through that little, here, hang on. It actually sits like this in the mag, so it can only move so much. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why they did that, but maybe there's a reason. Alright, so take the valve key. Oh. Ah, perfect. It fits. So if anybody's wondering, if you find these keys at a better price, go ahead and pick one of these up. This will fit. This is the Element. I actually just got it today, in fact. Element valve key. So far it's worked awesome. Like, I had ended up making one like this for my WE, and then I started bending this. It's made out of some things for the gutters of a roof. Took a nice Dremel to that. But anyways, let's see what else we got. Oh, that's not bad. This is very easy to replace. It's your rubber seal. So we'll take that out and we'll put a little bit of lube on that. You can see the inside of the valve right there. So we're gonna start unscrewing it now. Here it comes. Okay, now that's a pretty big honking valve. In comparison, I will go grab a KWA Glock valve. Here is the one I actually did in another video. It doesn't have the push top button on it, but it doesn't make a difference. You can clearly see the size difference. It's fairly impressive. It's a fairly big valve. It's nice too, although there's a little bit of dirt and stuffing around here, so I don't know if it's dirt, maybe it's just pieces of like junk or whatever that got stuck in there during the manufacturing process. But apart from that, we're gonna start cleaning that up. Alright. So, I mean, it works all flawlessly. Sorry. Yep. No stickiness to it at all. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of silicone on the Q-tip. Put some more silicone on the rubber pieces here. Sorry. And we'll just kind of smooth that around with our finger. Same idea with that, just use the leftover silicone and just roll it around. Lift it up. Okay. Clean the threads off once again. again, most of this maintenance can be applied to most every gas blowback gun, because this is simple valves. You can find valves almost anywhere, even outside of airsoft, believe it or not. Same thing, you always want to use 100% silicone oil when you're working with rubber O-rings and stuff like that, because if you don't, it can eat away at the rubber, and that's no good. You're going to lose all sorts of, you're going to have all sorts of problems. You're going to lose not compression, the ability to hold the gas or anything else that you may be using with a O-ring like this. What I'm using here is 100% shock oil for 100% silicone oil, but it's shock oil for remote control cars. That actually goes in their shocks, and you can actually use different weights to slow the spring rates as well, to slow the rate of the shock compression. So that's a whole different thing, you know, it's a different hobby. This is 25 weight. It's fairly thin, so you don't have to, it's not going to get stuck or accumulate anywhere. Alright, back to the valve. Alright, we'll leave that be. Now I'm going to want to go in here and clean up some of this. It does appear to be metal, this whole assembly up here. I don't think I've got a magnet here, but I doubt it would be steel anyways, so it's probably aluminum. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more silicone on another Q-tip, and we're going to go ahead and clean that area where the valve thread's in, as well as the area where that screw comes through, because there could always have been flakes of metal that kind of got stuck in there when they drilled the hole. You can see the kind of dirt I'm getting. So it is a bit dirty on these, even brand new things. But this is just maintenance that you've got to end up doing on these gas blowbacks. I mean, it's no big deal. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more on the clean side, and then we'll see if it comes out clean. Yep, a little bit better here. Not as dirty. Sorry, I kind of forgot we were following the directions. I kind of went and did my own thing. I'm just kind of double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, because they didn't really go through and clean it, so all they did was tighten it. Now, one thing I did notice about this magazine is, see right there where my finger is? It's a little bit off. I'm hoping that doesn't compromise the leak or compromise anything. Otherwise, I might have a problem. So we'll see. See if it's still, maybe this was the leak problem, I don't know. But that is the way I got it. It was, it's like bent out, and you can't really see it. Yeah, maybe right there. Yeah, right there. It's bent out a little bit, so I don't know. I hope that's not the problem, because I'd really not like to have to send this anywhere. Alright, we'll keep going on this. Alright, so what we'll also want to do is just put a little bit of silicone oil on top here. And kind of spin that around. And work it in there. And then wipe off the excess. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to wipe this off first. clean any gunk we have off. This is the rubber seal that the gas travels through in connection with the bolt. So now I'll just put a little bit in here. And we'll kind of work that around with our finger. I'm trying to solve all problems for any leaks in these magazines. So let me watch my finger. Okay. And then this just presses back into place. It's very simple. I like this design a lot. Good. Next, we just want to put a little bit of silicone back in here, kind of dripping it down. Hopefully I can get it in the threads. Alright, that's enough. Let a little bit off. And then we'll let it go around. Alright, take your valve. And drop it in there. Now we're going to tighten it back up. So the same way you should really start out, turn it like you're loosening it until you hear a click, which I think we just heard. And then you can start slowly turning it in. And look how easy it's going in. Oh, you can't see it because I did that. But it's going in, you can see right there. We'll start with that. If it ends up not holding gas, then we'll tighten it a little bit more. I'm gonna go grab some my green gas can real quick. This is green gas. I don't hear anything yet. Oop. It does feel like there is pressure. Okay. I think it's good. I'm just gonna press it. She holds gas. It blew this thing off. We're good to go. That worked out perfectly. I am happy now. So we're gonna start. Let me just clean it. The mess I made when I shot that. Everything else above my desk here just blew up. Hang on. Okay. Yep. She definitely holds gas. Before, it was immediately when I was putting in the gas, it would just be like... So, that worked out exceptionally well. Okay, so... Gonna wipe it down again. Just put a tad bit more on here. Just so we've got that covered, and then wipe off any excess. You don't want to go crazy with it. On the rubber seals, though, it's okay to go a little bit more. It's no big deal. It's just where you don't want to put excess where it might come in contact with a BB or with with the hop up, because that'll mess you up royally. Okay, so next part, because now when I think about it, you're gonna have to align this vertically like so. Otherwise, you'll be wondering why you can't get the screw in there. So that's one thing to note. Do that in a minute. First, actually, you know what? Just want to clean this up just a little bit. Now remember, this only goes in one way. When you're looking from behind the mag, the nub sticks up on the left, or vice versa, it sticks up on the right when you're looking at the front. So we leave that up like that. Put this guy on here. Put him like this. Whoop. Section. Let me just make sure I need to know the right way. I'm gonna look at the picture real quick, hold on. Alright, so I had to look. This is the picture. That's how I have it. I have the skinny end over here. And it looks like that is how you're supposed to have it. Skinny end to the front. The other way is correct too. There we go. Now we'll want to put this back on here. Remember to try and not like twist this around now, because we're going to have to try and keep it all in one spot. Before we do that, I just want to clean up here real quick. I don't know if you guys saw that. But what you do, just kind of got to be careful. You stick the follower in first, and then everything else will follow. Oh shoot, hang on. Only because you want to make sure you get the follower underneath the mechanism to activate the bolt catch. Okay. And that works. You can see the follower going up and down, which means it's good. And our hole for the screw is correct. You can see a little bit right there. Now just kind of hold on to it. Take your rear screw. And go ahead and start tightening it down. You don't want to go all the way yet. Yeah, you don't want to go all the way yet because we're just kind of getting them in there. And then once they're in there, we'll put even pressure on both of them. You don't want to force these in, they go in very smoothly. And if it's not going in smoothly, you've got a problem. Okay, now I'm using the small side so I'm not putting a lot of torque on it. But just enough. Alright, now gotta be very careful when you're using the torquey side. Go a little bit more. Okay, that should be good because it'll be pretty much flush. I don't want to go crazy. Just enough. Right there is good. And it works. I heard a little gas come out. And that is it, guys. I've got 15 seconds left. So this has been, I'm sorry it's been so long. This is like almost a 30-minute video. So I'll try and cut this down. But that is how to successfully take apart and fix the leak for KWA LM4.